There is an invisible threat that lurks within the wilderness of Florida, ever growing and seemingly unstoppable. Many have suffered at the mere existence of this threat, causing Florida's native wildlife to disappear time and time again. From plants to animals, Florida's native species have reaped the consequences for these quote-unquote fun pets. What is this threat, you may ask? Iguanas.
Many people have come to know and even come to love these spiny creatures. Back in the 1960s, the green iguana and the spiny-tailed iguana were introduced to Florida as exotic pets. Don't want a dog or cat? Why not get a lizard the size of one?
Once people became bored of these animals, many were released into the wild. This is how they became so invasive. With the iguana's resilience to death and their tendency to reproduce at rapid rates, it makes it incredibly hard to do anything about their impact on native life in Florida.
Iguanas have a tendency to spread disease to other species, change plant dispersion patterns, take others' food supply, and even destroy human infrastructure. Species such as the endangered blue butterfly, native to Miami, and the tree snail have largely suffered the consequences of the almost greedy nature of iguanas.
So what can we do? It is recommended that if you see an iguana that you contact the FWC Invasive Species Hotline. But if one is spotted on your property, people have taken to legally eliminating it with a bolt or pellet gun.
Of course, if you don't wish to harm any animals, there are other preventative measures you could take. One example of this would be to spray deterrent scents around your home and garden, such as peppermint and garlic.
If you're an individual who happens to love their scaly friend, there are still other measures you can take to prevent their impact on wildlife, such as microchipping your iguana so you don't confuse them with the wildlife.
While iguanas aren't evil, the negative impact they've had on Florida's native species cannot be understated. Thankfully, with efforts from local governments, local communities, and conservation organizations, the effect of iguanas has been slightly diminished. And hopefully, with further research efforts and innovations in technology, their effects can be further diminished.